Hey, it's David here from Skinny Vegan Fitness. Skinny Fitness. We're here with another video, and yeah, this one's a tough one to make. So I've decided that I can no longer be vegan. Now, the reason for that, there are a few. Earlier this year, I did some things that I feel I could have done so much better if I just wasn't vegan. A few months ago, I ran the Barcelona Marathon. This was my first ever marathon, and it was very difficult. I only managed to make it in 3 hours and 30 minutes. 3 hours and 30 minutes to run that marathon, my first marathon. I just think that what held me back was being vegan. I feel like if I ate meat and dairy products that I could have run it faster. I mean, 3 hours, 30 minutes is just very slow, and I don't know, that's what started my thought process. A few weeks after that, I arrived in Nepal to begin my Everest base camp hike. Already disappointed with my marathon time, I thought, wow, how am I going to do this? Fighting off my increased energy and feeling pretty good every day. It was very difficult when you're always feeling quite healthy. And this is also part of veganism. I feel like maybe if I felt worse, then I could have performed better. I know that doesn't make sense, but yeah. I hiked for 15 days actually in the Himalayas, and I made it to Everest base camp completely vegan, not using any animals or eating anything from any animal. And I just can't help thinking that it would have been easier if I exploited animals to carry my equipment, and also if I exploited animals for food. It would have been so much easier, and maybe I would have enjoyed it so much more. Following Everest base camp, I took another hike in the Himalayas up to a mountain called Carhop, which is 5,550 meters high. This was extremely difficult and such a tough challenge, and I feel like if I just had some meat, maybe, just maybe, I would have made it faster. In the end, I did reach the top, actually in front of my meaty and dairy eating colleagues, which made me think, wow, maybe if I'd eaten meat and dairy for this challenge, I could have got up there even sooner. Following Kalapata, the mountain, I actually decided to extend my hike and go to a place called Gokyo Lake. Here, I found a lake in the mountains, and the trek to get to this place was also extremely difficult and left me questioning yet again, should I have had an animal carry my things? Should I have eaten animal products? I don't know, maybe I would have just felt better. Maybe the experience would have just been so much more enjoyable if somebody else was suffering at my expense. After this whole challenge was complete, running a marathon and then climbing to Everest base camp, I decided that I would go to the jungle, and I thought, let's see. Now, so far I'd managed to be completely vegan for my entire trip, and I thought, wow, this is going to be very difficult with all of this energy and I climbed trees to run away from rhinos. I can't help but think that if I wasn't vegan, maybe I could have climbed that tree faster to escape that rhino. Also hiking for hours and hours every day, trying to look out for amazing creatures and animals in the jungle, all on a plant-based diet and all as a vegan. Again, I just can't help feeling that maybe I should have eaten meat and dairy to feel even stronger and to have experienced even more. Being cruel to animals for my own pleasure, I should have just done it. Then, after this, I was volunteering in some sanctuaries, which was actually quite hard work. And again, I was questioning myself, I'm helping these dogs, but should I be helping all animals, really? Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should only help dogs and actually pay to abuse other animals for my own pleasure. This was a time when I really questioned myself. After that, I went and started living in a forest. Actually, this forest was completely vegan, a completely vegan community. And in my time working at this forest, I had to collect fruit and vegetable bags, very heavy vegetable bags from in the market, carry them through a very busy market and put them in the back of a truck. They were 30 kilogram bags of fruit and veg, 30 kilograms as a minimum. I did it and it wasn't very difficult, but again, why was I choosing not to exploit animals when I could have just exploited animals and eaten their products, and maybe I could have been even stronger to do that? I'll never know now. Getting up as well at 5:30 a.m. every morning in the forest to work with the cows, cleaning up and brushing them and feeding them and working for all morning and some of the afternoon every day. All vegan. Why? Why was I doing that, you know? I could have been exploiting animals to help me keep energetic, more energetic than I was there, even though I had loads of energy. Why not, right? Why not make others suffer so I can have a slightly more convenient life? I mean, it just makes so much sense now I'm looking back. I gave speeches to over 1,000 students, somewhere almost 2,000 students, and that was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. So much adrenaline, so much fear and anxiety, and wow, it was scary. And if I was just eating some steak and eating some cheese, maybe I could have felt just better about that. Maybe I could have made myself feel better at the expense of a poor innocent animal. Then I was climbing more trees in India. This one was a really tall tree that I climbed, and wow, it took me quite a long time, and it took me time to get the confidence to actually try that tree. And maybe, just maybe, if I was eating meat and dairy products, I would have had more confidence to do that. Why not, right? Such a regret. And just traveling in general, traveling all over India, Nepal, and now even parts of Europe, it really takes it out of you. You end up feeling sleepy, and you can be stressed, and sleeping in a different place every night, having to search out for food that doesn't have animal products in it is just another stress to the day, right? Just one more thing to worry about. I mean, I can't even imagine how much easier it would be if I just put those morals aside and started abusing animals for my own convenience and pleasure. Well, I guess I'll never know. If you haven't already guessed, this is complete satire. I just wanted to highlight how much of a fulfilling life you can have as a vegan, and that you don't actually miss out on anything. You replace the things that you want with vegan alternatives. You can hike, you can climb, you can run, you can jump, you can do whatever the hell you want, completely vegan. Thank you so much for watching. As always, you can click to subscribe. If you're interested, you can check out some of my other videos, and you can also check out vegan22.com, or even just message me directly on Instagram or Facebook. I'm more than happy to have a discussion with you about veganism and about my experiences, my travels, the things I've achieved as a vegan, and how you can achieve those things too, and more. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.